to eat it. That was me. Hey, hey. I'm gonna try to finish this arc that I'm on for Star Rail. So I'm like, man, I can't start Strangers of Paradise until I finish this arc. I'm like,
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now.
so those side quests were actually decently important because we learned of the leader of the disciple of Sanctus Medicus. So like the lady who is very esteemed, stuff like that, the blind woman, she was the leader of her, and it's because
Apologies.
her sibling went to war.
Dissemination of intelligence, the General and I kept the involvement of the disciples to ourselves.
Her sibling went to war, and she, as a medic, and she died, but not because of the abundance, but because the Hunt side either accidentally murdered her or murdered her. So she looked towards the abundance because she was just so bitter about the Hunt.
It is a clandestine organization that seeks to overthrow the Alliance. Before the Stellaron disaster, the disciples had remained veiled in shadow for years.
Thank you, Genova.
Their emergence reflects their intricate connection to this calamity.
I just didn't finish it on stream. I'm like,
conflict is
oh,
difficult,
that's
Master
why they
Diviner,
wanted us to
but
finish
you have
those
led your
two.
forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult? Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future.
Nah, we just know
Let me
who they
guess.
are.
What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge?
Probably not.
Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're not?
Jingyuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected.
Pretty
Please.
unexpected.
Come with me.
I'm excited to play an action game.
After receiving the
After
Ambrosial
playing
Arbor,
so many
the Alchemy Commission
turn-based.
was once the Luofu's most vital commission.
So yeah, I'm
After
pretty
all,
stoked.
it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for it.
Don't mind me. I'm just looking for treasures. Where are you going?
Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases,
How does she not know about this
was
place?
named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed.
Oh, let's take
The
just
disciples of Sanctus Medicus
Yeah.
infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be
Oh,
stricken
we also
with
learned
Mara.
that since she has the Stellar on,
Is there
she is
anything
immune to
better than fear
Mara.
for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you.
Oh, we already. Well, I know why she can. But why can march in?
Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights.
How do you know it won't
The
affect the?
Ambrosial Arbor is
Mince.
taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou Alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Huh.
Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality, one step at a time. I do not wish to be their puppet either. In any case, we do not walk alone and unhindered on our paths. Our choices define us and influence others. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
You never did meet with Dan Han. I mean, I have to like really play his part of things.
What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath. We're still far from the Elixir Crucibles. I'm no healer, but I do know that dosage is important in the application of poisons.
Fair enough.
Even so... Okay, I admit it. I'm terrified. I'm
Aw.
still young. I don't want to become Mara-struck so soon. Out of the question. Jingyuan gave me authority over the Cloud Knights. If I can't stand on the front lines, then how can I succeed him as a general? How can I win the hearts of the people?
Fair.
Do you not trust me? If I told you I wasn't certain, would you turn back on the spot? Nonsense! I'm very certain, 100%! Though I'm sure a little reassurance wouldn't hurt. You don't know what being Mara-struck actually means, do you? The
Goose
healers
Lancer?
believe that the Mara-struck condition is related to memories.
What?
Unsurprisingly, long-life species have long lifespans, but there is a limit to the brain's capacity. After centuries and millennia, a long-life species' emotional threshold becomes higher and higher. Simultaneously, their memories fade and become dull under the erosion of time, leaving behind only the most extreme and vivid recollections, which are almost guaranteed to be memories full of anguish and regret. Do you understand now? The fate of all long-life species is to no longer feel joy and happiness, left only with hatred and regret etched into the heart. Under such extreme conditions, a person's ego starts to crumble. And that is the beginning of the Mara-struck condition. Short-life species don't need to worry about this. Feel better?
Sure.
Phew, I do. I never had memories to begin with.
Oh, March.
No,
Oh.
you still don't understand. The condition isn't caused by memories, but by the emotional threshold having been... Never mind. You can regard it as a memory issue. Only a handful of converted alchemists and healers. They can drive fantastic creatures into battle and strengthen their bodies with medicinal pellets. But they are no match for the Cloud Knights. That's why they decided to spread this demonic vapor. There is a gulf in strength between us, yet they still emerged into the open and rebelled. Something isn't right. They must be waiting for some shift in fortune. I will come at once when the crucibles are doused and the smoke dissipates.
Copy that.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Incorrect. Long living doesn't necessarily mean immortal.
Oh, wait, Miss Ting-Yun! Why are you still here? You're
Wait,
too
why is she
close
going-
to the crucible!
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine.
Oh.
The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
What are you doing? Wait, what?
Your life is more important, Miss Ting-Yun. Go.
Seems like...
I don't know. Her, like, she's a little bit better than I thought she would, I'll say. Her risking her life for that. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would risk life for her orders.
I'm on guard.
When they keep quiet.
It's time.
Your answers? Answer me. Fail.
My turn. Time for a shot. Nap time.
Lance at the ready.
When they keep quiet.
Kind of expected a little bit more. Like I'll say,
There it is.
Will of preservation.
ah, that was outshot. Fine.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Answer me. 0 points.
Luck of the draw. Please. And victory!
Nice teamwork.
I'm asking questions. Test. Fail.
Nap time.
Lance at the ready.
I should have done that. Wait, I waited a bit more.
My turn.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Turn it off!
Curiosity mostly. A problem.
Goes there. Your answers?
No. I don't need that right now, actually.
I'm on guard.
Mediocre.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
SAS per kib. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Answer me. 0 points.
Ooh.
Fail.
That'll take more nap time.
0 points.
Yeah.
Test. Fail.
We're on a roll.
Just ignoring the enemy for now. You don't see me. Actually, I don't think you do.
Yay, we did it!
Hello?
Can't see the smoke anymore.
Excellent. I'll lead my troops to the rendezvous.
Oh, it's only 2 of them? Huh. Kinda expected that to be a little bit
questions.
more than what it was.
Answer me.
When they keep quiet. That'll take more than... Luck of the draw. Please. And victory!
Mediocre. Test. 0 points.
My turn. Choose from strike. Naughty child. Nap time.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward. Scratch.
Wait for the... We're on a roll.
So,
You succeeded in dousing the elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already.
Huh, she's very different now.
Dan Shu. It's you.
I have met you before
It is.
in my capacity as chief alchemist, master diviner. You don't seem surprised.
Well, we already knew because
Indeed.
we did the side quest
The
for this.
General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to go down that way.
If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species.
I mean,
The disciples
Not
of Sanctus
incorrect.
Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Luofu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will.
that sounds nice.
Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time
I always
that
forget that this
was.
is one, like a spaceship we're on.
How far
This isn't,
Xianzhou
like,
has fallen.
technically a planet.
We consent to be
God.
commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended.
It's funny because
Nor
this
did we witness
arc is
its
definitely
miracles.
much more of a gray area.
But
Last
now,
arc was definitely like she
we now
wanted
have an opportunity
Stellaron to destroy
to
everyone,
restore
everything, and
the
start anew.
ancient laws.
Bad. This one's a little bit harder, I would say.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of
Problem
life
is,
and
I don't
death.
think the abundance is
Your
necessarily
deeds
evil.
are nothing but evil.
How they're going through things?
I have nothing
Pretty
to say
evil.
To you, Master
Giving it to
Diviner.
people that don't want it, and then
You
doing the
have
Mara
made
struck
your
where it
decision.
like makes people go
You
insane.
have discarded power.
All that stuff evil.
Almost
But the abundance by itself, not less evil. But there has to be a balance between the hunt and the abundance. The biggest thing.
Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
The people will always want to be gods.
Answer me. Fail.
Choose one strike. Gotcha. Naughty child.
Not bad. 5 points.
Luke. Luck of the draw. Please, and victory!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of
So, are we going to be seen by
Lance
the
at the
hunt
ready.
or by abundance is going to be the question. I'm assuming by the hunt, we'll get a blessing from them.
0 points.
My turn.
Because those are the ones that's like kind of being framed as the good ones.
Wait for next time.
Merciful medic. Kiss. Hear my call.
And it's like the Lord of like the celestial body that has abundance. They might be merciful. Their followers though is not.
Choose from strike.
And that's a little tough too.
Fail. 0 points.
Wait a sec. What have you done to my health?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad.
I can't heal beyond this, huh?
Lance ablaze.
That's okay, I don't need it.
Forward.
Definitely interesting action though.
Time for a shot.
Only temporary looks like. It'll still a very, very interesting ability.
Your answers? Answer
We'll
me.
get rid of your friends first.
Fail.
Naughty child. That's better.
Nice teamwork.
Absolutely no use defending right now. I'm at max. Very cool.
Test.
I respect.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth.
If I wasn't
Falsehood.
Wait for the tiles.
as grinded up as much as I am, I might actually be concerned.
Luck of the draw.
And not.
And victory!
Fail.
Time for a shot. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5 points.
Lance at the ready.
I could do a little bit.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Answer me. 0 points.
My turn. I'm okay.
To my heart's content.
Okay.
Not bad. 5 points. I'm asking questions. Test. Fail.
Choose from strike.
Okay. That's
Naughty child. That's better. Tasty.
I'm on guard.
Your answers?
Wait for the tiles. I'm okay.
I mean this will help a
Just
little bit.
something. Think nothing of it.
The two that still have the infliction won't
5 points.
impact it as much.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Zero point.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Fail.
Okay.
Time for a shot.
Which means I need to like restore as much as
Nice
I can
to
right
answers.
now, which that's it.
Test. 0 points.
Luck of the draw.
Ooh, you just took a bunch of health from her.
Victory!
Lance at the ready.
Naughty child. Taste.
I'm asking questions.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Fail.
Choosing strike.
To my heart's content.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Not bad.
Wait for that.
Why? She said
Guess that's definitely not the end. We're gonna get a big one, right? A bigger boss.
the Ambrosial Arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies.
The Master is a sponge?
The one who gave us the Stellaron said that Vantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to
No.
intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within.
I knew from go! I said there was something wrong with her!
What a shame.
Oh, thank you.
It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
From go, I was like, she's so suspicious.
Destruction.
What?
Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravager Vantilia.
Sorry, I just need a second. I was right! And then I doubled against myself because they did so well at being like, nah.
Miss Tingyun, is the Lord Ravager of
Okay,
the
I'm fine. I'm
Antimatter
fine.
Legion?
It's fine. I'm fine.
But how can that be?
She seems so sus.
Formidable enemy. We have to stay together.
Okay. Just trust myself, man. Holy moly.
0 points.
Wow. Okay.
Test.
Wait for the tiles.
I knew it!
Luck of the draw. Freeze and
Yeah.
victory!
Nice teamwork.
I don't need that right now.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
If I do have
It's
other
time.
teams I could throw in if I have to play a little bit more cautious. Right now I have like
Your answers?
more damage dealing.
Answer me.
She's next. Natasha's next, so I'm not have to worry about her health.
That's better.
Taste.
Um,
Choosing strike.
Lance at the ready.
My turn. Wait for the time.
I'm asking questions.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
this run does make me want like a solid electric character, but I do not have that really yet. Tried so hard for Kafka. I really did.
Choosing strike.
SAS Perkip. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Luck of the draw. Freeze and victory!
I'm on guard.
answers? Answer me.
Wait for the
You are fortunate that Zethro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the Xianzhou.
choose your strike.
They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand. But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steer the show.
I'm not really listening if I'm being completely honest. Something about stealing my show?
My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain me.
SAS Perkib. Knowledge,
If I
the
can
measure
get
of
that
truth
trap.
and falsehood.
Time for a shot.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Come on. Yeah, there we go. So I don't have to worry about that right now. I'll do a heal.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5 points.
Gotta take this one out.
Wait for the tiles.
Almost.
Naughty child.
Your answers? Answer me.
Not as
I'm
hurt.
okay. Time for a shot. That's better. Tasty.
Test.
Luck of the draw. Please. And victory!
Not bad.
I don't need that yet.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Naughty child. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5 points.
That's better.
That's not who I. It's fine. My brain just like went like, go for it. I'm like, no, I wanted to debuff her, but she was fine.
0 points. Answer me.
There we go.
When they keep... Nap time.
Test.
I'm okay. Choose from strike.
Answer me.
My turn.
I'm on guard.
Time for a shot.
Test. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
We got it. Should be enough.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that
Yes.
King Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all
That's
along?
crazy. I knew it, and then I was like, nah, she's
Fire
fine.
that
And
came
then
out of her. And her body. Where did it go?
that is actually interesting.
Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
Please.
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Phantilia, a name I've heard other Nameless speak of in the past.
Okay.
She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve
Oh.
Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led
Interesting.
countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I mean, is Ting Yun even alive now,
I
considering
don't believe so.
her body's dead?
Phantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Ting Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Phantilia devised to
Is there a different
serve
Ting?
her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Ting Yun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer.
No, still technically wrong.
At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting Yun, it does raise the question of why Phantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Ting Yun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Phantilia's goal. To sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Phantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed
Sure
from
thing.
that
Can I
delve.
look for treasure first?
Let's make
Data.
haste.
There's treasure right here. Let's make haste. Yeah, totally. Absolutely. 100%. 1 second, though. Alright, I'm coming. Hello?
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Ting Yun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission.
Oh,
We'll
so
have to
did we
let
ever
the
meet the
Cloud Knights
real
get to the
one?
bottom of what
If we
happened
never
to
met the real
real
one,
Ting
then I
Yun.
was correct in sussing her from the beginning.
As for the Ting
If we
Yun
met
who
the real
accompanied
one,
us all that way,
and a real one
it's
was,
like what Mr. Yang
then
said.
I was not correct in
Her
sussing her from
appearance
the
was
beginning.
designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We
I just
cannot
wanna know
allow
if I was right.
ourselves to fall into her trap.
I'm gonna say I was right.
It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara. Supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. After the Ambrosial Arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the Arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of Long Scions to constrain it. It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager. I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
I hope that I could trust the general. It's that he was my second sus. I'm like, oh, if it's not this one, it's definitely the general. That's sussy.
This is...
Oh, I don't know. What's I'm paying it?
You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the
I just
way
assumed
over.
because that's where they're
Something
heading,
about
so
the
these two
Cloud
parties
Knights
have to
gathering
meet
here,
somehow.
right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
It's fine.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
That's good advice in general.
Meaning, thank you, Miss Susha.
It means that the traveling is what's character building,
Go report to
not the
nurse captain.
destination.
You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
Goodbye. So why can't Stell send him things now, but not?
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three.
Fine.
Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
The Master was defeated? No, no, that cannot be!
It kind of was. I immediately saw it and I'm like, ooh.
What's up? Go where? The Luofu is under lockdown. The Cloud Knights operation isn't over yet. Relax.
You join it.
When the fight is over, I'll personally escort you and Mr. Locha home.
My home is in the stars. Couldn't possibly understand.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Now's not the time to turn back.
You're right, you're right. Look at him being all brave and shit, though. He was so scared to the point of staying on the airship at first because of his past, and now because of his friends. Out.
What a huge cauldron.
Huh.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide, and refines it into medicinal pellets.
Go find friends. Then we're just gonna get flashbacks. Hi.
All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajako? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse?
Never. Worse.
These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
All the elixir crucibles that the... You are...
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Xianzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge.
Apparently never will.
No need to feel aggrieved. Vidyadhara go through...
Wait, does that mean that you live a long time too, buddy? You're one of the, like, people that live forever? Almost forever?
You are the High Elder. My hatching rebirth will be complete.
Oh!
Please
Okay.
take care of
You wanted, like, dragon people.
Surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
They're my friends, so it's the problem.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were.
The loyal boy.
You already made your decision.
And he's not running anymore. It's great.
There is a vessel
Character
bound
growth.
for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
And right there. Okay. Maybe that's why he's so interested in archives and preserving history.
He's
Oh.
here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling. It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time!
I am so
You think
curious.
changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch.
Oh, hey! You
You're not
disappeared.
murdering anyone today.
I was wondering
fugitive.
when you were coming
You're
back
coming
out.
with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Every time I see Blade's hair,
move
though, it
back.
makes me want to change
Things
my
are
hair to
about to-
that. It's pretty cool.
Huh? You looked so familiar.
Nah.
Look out!
Like the red with like the blue.
Quit
Ah,
hiding.
it's like a It's so cool.
Your true self revealed.
So, I wonder, because Dan Heng, he's like this very straightforward dude.
You.
I have news for you,
Oh.
boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal, forever banished.
No, so he would know. Because he did say he was banished, so there's no way in hell he wouldn't know why he was banished.
Imbibitor Lunae.
That's crazy. Can we keep you like this?
You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
Who are we playing as is now the
I've heard of
question.
you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters. Now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
I'm playing with
I
Blade.
have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling
Interesting.
prison.
This is just turn around so much. It's crazy.
Do not be afraid.
Having a good time. Wait, so I mean like... Well, it's story. Huh.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka.
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Oh, Grace.
Veil. Descend you.
Surrender!
I sense a storm.
I'm so curious about so many things.
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
You're all in on it!
Too little.
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Veil. Descend you.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
I mean, you're kind of holding yourself well against these two.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me.
I failed. This isn't over.
It's also interesting that he commands water there, but he's wind.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you
Yes, Mama.
satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lawfu's hotshot general.
You got our glasses back. Are you evil as well? Better not be. I'm so over people being evil.
Qing Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
You better just be a hard ass and not meant like.
Lunarescent
people.
Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on
This feels very Genshin.
And here we stand so different.
This little area.
The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more.
Oh, okay, that's why you keep saying it's not him.
Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did, but to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you.
Wonder what you did.
It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Danfeng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall.
Are they? Or are you lying to
Go.
me?
Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron Hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over. Yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath. Even if it...
That's a rough ass time.
Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Phantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more.
Her hatching rebirth is complete. She left me all alone. Still, I wait for the day of my rebirth. Endless waiting.
But did he do something that stops his end from returning?
As recorded in the ancient texts, this body of water was brought by my people from our homeworld. Our dragon ancestors nurtured us with the water of life, and bestowed us with the permanence of the Vidyadhara.
Right. Which is something he did not do.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! Heaven's Surge. Cloudbearing Dragon. Rise!
Crazy.
This is our chance.
There's no time to lose.
Here,
there's thunder!
What? I'm assuming you're good. I'm assuming that's far as good.
Heaven's Surge.
Yeah, I kind of need my old Trailblazer back. She's a much more beefy than her destruction form.
This is our chance. Take this!
A foregone conclusion. Conflict.
More like her
is
defenses. I think her attack is actually better in this form, but her defense is a hell of a lot.
Stay right there while I give you a present. Try that again. You can't run.
Heaven's Surge. Rise!
My turn.
Done. Show no mercy.
I see why he's a general. So I will say the general was indeed something that he didn't see. I guess he's not wasting
This is our chance.
the amount of way that was evil so far.
Tough luck running into me.
I just assume everybody's evil by this point.
Heaven's Surge.
And that either I'm right
Let's go.
or I'm pleasantly surprised and wrong. They'll be fine.
Rules are made to be broken.
Jing Yuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Phantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's Author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think.
Do you think is he
you'll
just
be
gonna stay in
eager
that
to
form?
see.
Now? That'd be cool though. I know I can't fight with them that way, but
Huh? Is that Don Hung? You are Don Hung, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests, when you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared.
yeah,
In order that
they're
the Express
actually not.
and the
I think they're
Xianzhou
pretty
fight
morally
side by
gray.
side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making
I don't even know if they're morally gray. They have an end goal. I don't think that end goal is pretty much to have a chance against a noob.
I have no right to seek further assistance from you.
So at the end of the day, they're
However,
good, but their ways of
Lady Fu
doing
has
it
explained,
is definitely not by the book.
The
They're
appearance
like
of Fantasia
chaotic
means
good.
that the situation is
For the
far
most
from
part,
under
I would
our
say.
control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Hung and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed.
Yeah, it's a thankless
Whether our
task.
destination lies
If you're looking for
before
fame,
us or
I would
behind
still love
us,
to be a nameless.
the decision is ours
Put me in.
to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Hung?
Thank you, Don Hung.
Even if it's just solidarity with the crew.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the Senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the Ancient Sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Reign Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
Ah, it looks so much like Don Hung.
Yeah, it's a previous reincarnation of him, I'm assuming.
The statue. Is that Don Hung's brother?
Oh, March. He was so close.
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child.
The one that does medicine.
Do you understand, Dan Heng? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
I want to talk to everybody first.
You scared the heck out of me. For a second, I thought you'd annoyed the general. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out the two of you are old buddies. So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the express?
You guys. I was ready for your
Aw,
safety.
How sweet. But Mr. Yang and I have been holding our own. We're pretty much Xianzhou heroes at this point. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Dan Heng.
Imbibitor Lunay's reincarnation. Dong Heng, correct? I've heard your name before. Your name was only erased from the public eye. But as the Master Diviner, I know, and should know, all the records of years gone by.
Can you imagine the kind of memory she
Such archives
has?
are of great importance in times of need. I was not born in the heroic and extraordinary era of the High Cloud Quintet. To have seen those legends with my own eyes. Your appearance closely matches the depiction in the annals. Does Vidyadhara reincarnation really entail a complete transformation? A new life?
So yeah, what got us before? Eternal, like being eternal? Don't like that. The potential of having multiple lives? I like that. Oh, interesting. I like the third person from that.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned
From the outside
Xianzhou,
looking in.
there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Luofu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Has coming here triggered your memory? Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the Ambrosial Arbor.
crazy. Every time I see a cutscene for this, it's just so impactful.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge Waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan. General, are you planning to face Phantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so.
Kind of like
I'll be
we're
counting
going
on
with
a few
them.
friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state,
Oh, look at the dragons in
you
the water.
must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
Oh yeah, never change. Hey, thanks. How was stream, Jeff?
These steps are so far apart. I gotta find a way down.
We're going downhill though. It's fine, March.
You Scale Gorge Waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the Three Talents, the path to the Great Roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the Three Talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have
internet
been
issues,
difficult
Document.
for them. Imagine
Especially
how
'cause you
upset
can't do
you'd
too
be
much
if
about
you
it.
had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.
You scale-gored, waterscape, you lost. I understand.
Yeah, they pretty much scaled their holy place bare minimum in their home at the moment.
This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the 3 talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Those seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence to unlock the seals in this area.
Got it.
In that case, then, I'll leave it to you.
I'll do my best.
Not that tough. Alright, so we got one of them.
Worked.
I'm assuming the others I have like
did
different.
You hear about Miss Ting-Yun?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Fentilia's infiltration, along with her meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult to guard against. The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation.
Okay, it's a big yeah, it's a big circle, so we're okay.
But for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Fentilia's scheme.
Test.
Freeze and victory! Nap time. Wind. Naughty child. Taste.
I'm on guard.
I'm asking questions. Test. 0 points.
Wait for the tiles.
Got the defense.
We're on a roll.
Echo.
If your people knew that you had brought me here, there would be great unrest. They will never know. Keep quiet, Inxing. This will make us even. I will give you 2 hours. Research what you can. Remember, 2 hours. I'm a short-lived species. Do you think 2 hours isn't enough? It will be done.
That's Dan Feng's voice. But what about the other person? It's so familiar.
Oh yeah, the consistency in audience is by far the hardest part of Affiliate.
When they keep quiet.
Lance ablaze.
I'm sure it will be for partner as well. If we even dreamed of seeing that.
Nap time.
It's time.
I'm okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a grind, but I mean, like, you'll get there. I think you're doing well.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Your answers? SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
And to be honest, I don't think they revoke affiliate status. So it's like
0 points.
Once you get there, I think you're fine. Partner probably is much different.
Lance at the ready.
I'm asking questions. Answer me.
My turn.
Yeah, I think I finally broke down and upgraded my internet. But I'm in a much better financial situation than I could be, for sure. Oh.
I could use some of your luck. Ha.
Who are you?
Dan Feng said only the High Elder can enter here.
Oh.
That traitor is already dead. Who are you? What do you want with the High Elder?
What do I want? I want to see her. See how she's faring. I want to see her.
Who's her?
A mysterious intruder. But that voice is so familiar.
How many is her last reincarnation? I mean... Ooh, there's so many. Go north. There's like also these boss battles and such too.
Luck of the draw. Freeze and victory!
Got the defense? Test. Fail.
When they keep quiet. Nap time.
Not a scratch. Not a scratch. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Your answers? Answer me. 0 points.
I'm okay.
I'm on guard.
My turn. Wait for the time. Nap time. We're on a roll.
Onwards. Wait, what? What's a stone engraving?
Feeling lucky.
Will of preservation.
This seal was already on the verge of breaking before the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection.
There are abominations of...
1 second, hold that thought, General. I got things to do.
SAS
Any ally that uses staff,
knowledge, the measure of truth. And
we don't use skeletons right now. Or is it that particular?
Test. Fail.
Choose when to strike.
0 points. Fail.
Lance at the ready.
Answer me. 0 points.
Naughty child.
Nice teamwork. I'm on guard.
I'm asking questions.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Test. Fail.
Wait for the tiles.
I'll go ahead and do it.
Just a little something. Think nothing of
Me
it.
too, all the 4.
Not bad.
I try to wait a little bit longer to
SAS,
where all the party
knowledge,
needs it,
the
but
measure of truth and falsehood. 0 points.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Fail.
Lance at the ready.
oh, is it every time somebody uses skill, it changes the target?
Answer me. 0 points.
My turn. Choose from strike. Naughty child. Luck of the draw.
Which is why when yeah, that makes sense.
Victory!
I'm on guard.
So it doesn't really matter if
Your answers?
she's invoking or not. Not invoking. Not provoking either.
Not bad.
Lance at the ready.
5
I'm not quite sure. I remember that.
I'm asking questions.
It's whoever used the skill last is gonna get the attack. Which I'm like, that's probably a feeling. Not surprised
Naughty
by.
child. Nap time. Choose from strike. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Nap time. My turn.
I'm on guard.
That's better.
Nice teamwork.
Wait for the tiles.
Lance at the ready.
That's a quick recovery, and I don't like that.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Luck of the draw. Please. And victory! Time for a shot. Choose from strike. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Tasty. Not even nap time.
Did you notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder
So you do wonder about things.
if it has any connection to the seal.
All the lights has subscribes. Yeah, so this one's a little bit upper to. Oh, okay. Top right, bottom left. Yeah, that's fine. That's a lot. One.
Okay. Let's head to the third seal.
Hold on, I want to look around first. If I didn't already look around. Look around over here. All I want to do? Everything's connected. I want to still look around over here.
Yeah.
Your answers? Answer me.
When they keep quiet. Naughty child. Nap time.
I'm asking questions. Test.
That'll take more than medicine.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Your answers? Answer me.
When they keep quiet. Luck of the draw. Freeze and victory!
I feel like treasure chests. Wait, oh, what?
What is this?
Miss March, I would advise you.
Huh? The
When the life of a Vidyadhara is over, they return to the ancient sea and form
Oh,
a
interesting.
shell before emerging.
Whoa.
What happens if it's on? Well, I guess. Do they breathe underwater? I have a lot of questions about things.
That should do, General.
Enough. Don't be nervous, sir. This is a mere formality for me and the Ten Lords Commission.
Treasure chest.
This is of vital importance to the Ambrosial Arbor seals. Safety must be guaranteed.
Quelling the Arbor is the duty of the Vidyadhara.
Keep in mind, this generation cannot afford to repeat the failure of the previous High Elder.
Of course.
The Cloud Knight General and the Ten Lords Commission. They performed regular inspections of Scale Gorge waterscape.
Time for another round. Let's get it.
I think I might actually be able to handle you. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know if I can.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Tasty.
Need I teach someone a lesson? Test.
Come on. That's better.
Nice teamwork.
Play a little bit cautiously.
Lance ablaze!
Which normally is not in my vocabulary. But for some heavier hitters,
I'm asking questions.
I feel like it can't hurt to play a little bit on the cautious side.
0 points. SAS per knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
In some ways.
Nice teamwork.
I'm gonna go ahead and do a blast because I'm at 7.
0 points.
And I was at 100.
Not a scratch.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Your answers? Test.
My turn. When they keep quiet. Time for a shot. That's better.
Nice teamwork. ablaze! Lance, forward!
I'm asking questions. Answer me.
Choose from strike.
Here, man, I'll try to keep this guy prisoned.
Nice teamwork.
Test. Fail.
Luke. Wait for the ties. Luck of the draw. Freeze and victory! Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Okay.
Not bad. 5 points.
No response. Because I haven't killed anyone. You still have your full, like your full peeps.
I'm on guard.
Your answers?
That just reminds me that I'm just gonna focus on you then and just break the other wolves.
Knowledge, the measure of truth.
The other wolves? You're not wolf.
Choose from strike.
0 points.
Okay.
Lance ablaze! Lance, forward!
Sacred of the saints. Not bad. 5 points.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Lance at the ready.
I will say, as soon as I'm like, we're doing okay, is when I almost kill my party. Right.
0 points.
There we go.
They keep quiet. That's better.
I'm on guard.
Naughty child. Taste. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
A miracle. Test. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Lance ablaze! Lance, forward!
Fail.
Luke. Luck of the draw. Freeze and victory!
0 points.
My turn.
Lance at the ready.
Now you could call defenses and it'd be fine.
That's better.
Nice teamwork.
Sacred of the saints. Answer me. Fail.
Wait for the ties.
Nice teamwork. Not a scratch. Lance ablaze! Lance, forward!
A miracle.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Nice teamwork.
Realize we are like nowhere breaking him now. Not possible, but
Okay.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Spell ratio is a little bit harder. This one will be.
Sacred of the safe.
Not a scratch.
Look at the draw. Please. And victory! Today's my turn.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward! I'm on guard.
That's better.
A miracle.
Lance at the ready.
It's doable. It is doable, but I'm gonna retreat on it. Just because it's a long fight. That's the party I have. And I don't feel like it. So we're gonna go down. There's a thing up here.
Feeling lucky.
Oh, I saw something shiny.
In the money.
Yes? Oh, hey.
Answer me.
Time for a shot.
I'm on guard.
I'm asking questions. Test. 0 points.
Choose from strike. That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Your answer?
The last of the 3 talons is here.
One.
Today's fortune.
Oh, it's a life cycle, I believe. 1. Then. Two. I'm actually not confident about this. 3.
What seems to be the problem, Frank? It would appear the seals have you at a loss.
Okay,
Could
so
the
I almost
mules
had
in
it.
our vicinity be related to the seal?
No, I see that. That's 3. Thank you for the hint. I appreciate it. I didn't need it. There it is.
The reverence to the 3 talons is complete. Now, we must head for the roots of the arbor. The root.
I'm asking questions. Answer me.
Wait for the tiles.
There are some heavy hits.
Lance at the ready.
Your answers? Test. 0 points.
Choose from strike.
That'll take more than
That's better. Tasty.
You leave my healer alone? Damn.
I'm on guard.
I have to be cautious.
I'm asking questions.
If the final, like, boss of this stage is, like, this battle, I'll have to swap out healers.
Luck of the draw.
So I'll have to kind of think about what I want instead.
Victory!
Lance ablaze. Lance forward. It's time.
Answer me.
My
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Nice, okay. Now I'll be free.
We're on a roll.
Young Master,
Can you forgive me, you again?
I cannot say, Young Master. I feel
Huh.
resentment in my heart. But there are also feelings I cannot put into words. The senior Vidyadhara say that the Xianzhou offered us this place, that we hail from another world. Is it time to repay them?
Oh, interesting.
It is time to repay them.
Huh. Try my healer before I go in.
Feeling lucky.
Will of preservation.
I'm just assuming I'm going to a battle.
Is that a dragon?
You saw straight from Go.
Reached the end.
Also, he is a dragon.
These are the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, where
Sort
the
of.
vestiges of abundance lie. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. This is it. Under the power of the High Elder, the Arbor's roots have formed into the image of a dragon. Now, I will break the final seal.
I hope everyone is prepared.
Yep. Okay. No, don't start challenge. Go back. Go back. No. Wow. Bad. Why did you let me? No, I need to go back. I need to go back and restart this challenge. No, hold on. Well, no. I'm so sorry.
Has the General of the Lawfu chosen to grace me with his presence?
That witch!
And the benefactors, too. Now I see why the disciple.
But because I have to actually have a team. Here. I say I'm here. Everything's fine. I'm okay. I'll probably put... So obviously... So if I put mostly attackers, I have to use a strong healer. If I do not put her in. If I do not put her in, I could use. But I think this is probably the best I got. I will swap to a more conservative kind of. Hey, good night. Have a good night. I'll watch stories since I was panicking. I'll switch to more like defensive like team if I need to. This is definitely more a little bit more on the aggressive side.
Has the General of the Lawfu chosen to grace me with his presence?
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time! Show yourself, Phantilia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable. Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis. And...
Phantilia! What is she doing?
Oh. She's pretty. All the villains are pretty. Oh. Very big.
Behold this beautiful.
Not wrong.
The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use.
Pretty sure this is not what...
The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Phantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
Let me tend your wound!
So much bark with so little bite.
Well, that one, yeah. I just wanted to be a little bit of a break.
This body was born of the Arbor. You are but ants.
We'll be fine against
That's some strong wind!
March, careful! Vanquish the abomination!
Answer me. 0 points.
Wait for the tiles. Need a doctor? Vitamin!
Try untangling yourselves from this.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
We're doing just fine, homie. Hate to break that to you. It's about the same. Okay.
1,000.
I don't need that right now, but that's okay.
What's in your prescription?
1,000 thanks.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. 0 points. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Luck of the draw. Please. And victory!
0 points.
He's so cool.
Let me pen your wounds. Vitamin!
1,000 thanks.
Of defense. Test.
Flying success. Life finds a way.
So if he's recruitable, which I don't know if he is.
Vanquish the abomination.
I don't mind him either. I just need someone slightly better for electric.
Your answers? Answer me. 0 points.
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent.
Well, if we are the star.
The universe will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear.
How about everything else? I don't know why people want to destroy things so much.
Dan Heng, you take it from here.
Did you think it was over, Phantilia?
A scion of permanence. Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the Arbor?
To victory!
Need a doctor?
Not gonna help him too much, but I'll help everybody else.
Taste. Wait for the tiles. Come on, my turn.
For the Xianzhou!
Time for... Show no mercy.
Okay.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. 0 points. Test.
Choose from strike. Luck of the draw. Please. And victory! Destruction.
1,000
Your
thanks.
answers? Answer me. 0 points.
There we go.
Wait for the tiles.
Are we still ants to you, Phantilia? So much effort to crush us, and met with so little success.
Is he gonna die?
I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them.
Ooh.
I'm afraid you won't have the chance. Time to end this.
see us, Fantilia?
No, she's not, because damn, that hurt me. That hurt me a little too much.
Vanquish the abomination!
At least I know what's coming.
Time to end this.
For the Xianzhou! Show no mercy. To victory!
Okay. Do I want to do a different part? Let's do Trailblazer, get defense and make it a little bit more balanced instead of aggressive forward. And we could go from there instead. Hey, Elon. Here we go.
Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis and resurrection.
Fantilia, what?
Sorry.
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body.
Don't read too much into that. Just my brain's elsewhere. Beautiful evil woman is where my brain's at. Who destroyed me once.
The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Fantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor. All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
So much bark with so little bite. Your this body was
I literally
born
don't
of
care.
the Arbor.
Shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Strong wind!
March, careful. Your answers? Answer me.
Okay.
0 points. Not bad.
Try untangling yourselves from this.
I don't think her defense really matters.
The weeds in my garden give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
I'm asking questions. A test.
I am the vanguard of the hunt. A thousand thanks. Show no mercy.
Your answers? Answer me. SAS Perkip. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Fantilia, your scheme ends here.
Let me pin your wound!
Not points. I'm asking questions. Test. 0 points.
In the vanguard of the hunt, to victory! Is that it?
We're still okay, no players. So now.
Time wasn't your prescription!
Nice teamwork.
Vanquish the abomination!
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Answer me. Free. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. 0 points.
Fly Life finds a way.
For the Xianzhou!
Time for the master.
I have to make sure everybody's healed up before I.
It's time.
Test. Free.
Need a doctor?
Okay.
In the vanguard of the
5 points. Your answers? Answer me.
Let me tell your wounds.
On my command.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent. The universe will end in destruction.
As you have told me.
Time wasn't your prescription!
Not bad. 5 points.
Vanquish the abomination!
I'm asking questions. Test. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
General of the Xianzhou, can your
Don Hong, you take it
I was
from here.
wondering, I'm like, man, we haven't summoned him yet.
Did you think it was over, Phantilia?
Hung is so great now. He was already great as a character. I enjoy him so much now.
a scion of permanence? Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the arbor?
Xianzhou!
Free. 0 points.
I'm on guard.
Your answers? Answer me.
Phantilia, your scheme ends. Show no mercy.
You don't look so good.
A thousand
Lance at the
thanks.
ready.
I'm asking questions. Test. Free.
Oh, come on, 8%? Leave my healer alone.
Mediocre.
Time wasn't your prescription!
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Answer me. 0 points.
We still ends to you, Phantilia. So much effort to crush us, and met with so little
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them. I'm afraid you won't have the chance.
Okay. We're okay, housewife.
The measure of truth and falsehood.
Time to end this.
Not a scratch.
Out of ideas, Vantilia!
Freedom! 0 points. Not bad.
You're wasting more
5 points.
Okay.
Time to end this.
Nice teamwork.
Your answers? A test.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
To victory!
Blossom. I'm asking questions. Answer me.
Damn it, kill him.
Knowledge,
Fuck yeah.
the measure of truth and falsehood. Not bad. 5 points. Mediocre.
A foregone conclusion.
0 points.
Show no mercy.
I'm on guard.
Your answers?
Let me tend your wounds.
Not bad.
On my command.
5 points.
Vanquish the abomination!
Time to end this.
Okay. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
A test.
Can't lose here.
Nice teamwork.
I will be so sad. Holy shit. But really.
Not bad. 5 points.
For the Xianzhou!
Time to end this.
Time for the master. Show no mercy.
SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. I'm asking questions. Answer me.
I am the vanguard of the Hustle.
0 points.
Yeah.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
A test.
Come on.
Forgive my indulgence. For my next trick, I shall turn
This is it's a final phase. This is a final phase.
The power of the destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook. Let's start with this arrogant Xianzhou.
Are you dying mechanically? Please?
transformation of the Xianzhou General into a Void Ranger would cast the Law Fu back into chaos. Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you?
Dan Heng! Do it!
Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Xianzhou is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
I get nervous for him.
General, are
No,
you
he's not.
okay?
I'm still alive.
That is a statement.
And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts. Phantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Phantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor was severed.
So it was all part of the plan? When Dan Heng stabbed you, I was scared to death.
That was terrifying. I didn't like that at all.
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction. Still...
Phantilia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep. Hey, wake up! Just thinking about work gives me a full-body migraine.
Yeah, I hear you.
The value of choice lies in unwavering resolve.
My dad is an ace pilot!
What is your purpose for entering this?
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibilities. Before meeting you, she must make the current situation known and fortify public spirit. This is her first real test as a general.
Is she officially the general now?
I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what Jing Yuan meant when he said, "The highest throne faces the strongest wins."
Share your troubles.
Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must bear.
Yes.
I think she actually really enjoys it.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course
Well,
not.
damn.
On the contrary, I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you.
Ooh, all those benefits that the General promised! They're finally here! Yippee!
Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion is evident. After discussions with the 6 charioteers, you are henceforth sworn allies of the Luofu. Within the Luofu's jurisdiction, you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
I mean,
now that things have been expressed,
I'm assuming each
I
planet
still have
has like
something to discuss with you.
their own sense of values
Please,
that you could use. So
go
I
this
mean, what's
way.
the point of something tangible?
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail. So, where should we begin? It appears that Vantilia was the mastermind behind it all.
For
The
recap.
Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously. When the Ambrosial Arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the Abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the Abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme. The Stellaron Hunters, we know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions. And with everyone's help,
yeah, so the Stellaron hunters pretty much saw the future and gave the Luofu the best chance of survival.
That we may.
Interesting.
But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou? And who sent it onto Scale Gorge Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jingyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Jingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong. It was all so chaotic. When Phantilia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Phantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear the fate of the Skyfaring Commission Ambassador may be a bleak one. As for how matters are handled with regards to Tingyun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for the day. It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission conclave.
Alright, we'll discuss with our companions.
Things have come to a close for now. It's good that you came through unscathed. The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Tingyun's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong. If neither of you has anything urgent, it'd be best if you came too.
Fair enough.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Luofu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal. You don't sound very happy. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything, but we create our own future. No matter how powerful they are, they can't make a future that doesn't exist come true. Since showing up, we've saved a lot of people and averted disaster for the whole Xianzhou. Who cares whether someone or something was directing it? Be happy. Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor.
Look, try to look at her past.
The Matrix of Prescience has amazing powers and can iterate and reiterate Kafka's past. So it got me thinking, if I turned the Matrix on me, could it calculate my past? I was shy. Talking about personal stuff like that in front of everyone? It'd be too embarrassing. When you're free, let's go hit up the Divination Commission together and see what Fu Xuan has to say.
Ah, you're back to normal.
Returning to the Luofu and Scale Gorge waterscape. It's a surreal feeling. I left so determined. There are only a handful of individuals who know my identity now. I do not wish to guess what could occur if word gets out, but at least for now, I'm safe. I want to meet the current High Elder of the Vidyadhara. It seems I won't be able to cast off Danfeng's negative karma, so I'd like to learn more about his past. I want to find out what I can do to make up for his sins. If you're planning on an extended stay on the Luofu, I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. I'm sorry.
Aw, that's very sweet. It was very sweet that he honestly
Just
sounded bad.
thinking about work
buddy.
gives me a full body migraine.
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 Lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Luofu from the Stellaron crisis.
I barely remember who she is, to be honest, by this point.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Tingyun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Tingyun?
Madame Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept.
I think that'd be hard to understand, too.
Thank you for bringing Tingyun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
Yeah. I mean, not that you're giving us a choice.
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept.
Mention this.
Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became Mara-struck during the crisis. The Hall of Karma couldn't take them all in, and so they passed away. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives.
They can, yeah.
By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts.
I hope we get to actually
At present, I
know what happened to her eventually.
I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me. I've instructed Yan Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madame Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
You always did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh. It's you. For a moment, I thought she'd returned. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Annie Cassider's seal, a small box,
Imagine
a
though,
knife,
like,
a bow,
you have
and
2 boxes
something wrapped
representing
up
your life.
tight. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of antique? But who'd want to hold on to something like this?
It's adorable.
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yan Ming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yan Ming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Ting Yun.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. the rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek.
Huh.
Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yan Ming got? We should take a look.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The sleep...
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that? This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me, could it? Alright, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here. Do you know where we're supposed to take these?
Oh, these are all gifts. Yeah, I have like 20 minutes. I can finish it. Maybe.
The Sleepless Earl. Was that the...
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there? Which tea would you like today? Oh, this is the tea Miss Ting Yun promised to get for me.
Oh, she seems so sweet.
Went to another world for me. She's incredible. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product. Famous brews like Whale Tide Spring or Vegetations in the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Ting Yun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels. One that nobody on the Xianzhou had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Ting Yun today? Miss Ting Yun.
We found this box of seeds among her belongings.
Yeah, I don't like lying.
I'm sure Miss Ting Yun would have liked for you to have it.
Thank you. All of you. I think I should give something to Ting Yun in return.
What's crazy is that the possessions she had were all for other people. Was none for her. Oh, we're going to piss. That's so sweet.
Based on her suggestion, I improved the Whale Tide Spring, Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend, seeing as Ting Yun won't be able to try it.
Oof. Wow, that's... rough. This is a little rough.
Just thinking about work gives me a full-body migraine. I could use some of your luck.
The Wafu is famous.
Oh,
hey,
how's
talking
it
myself.
going? Did you take some time off? See, is Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? Oh, it's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum. Although it's a lot, tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourists. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over.
Yeah.
Spices Supreme. Check.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What? Something. Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it'd cut straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aurum Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of Whistling Flames? Her grand fair puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something. Oh, I heard the trade port is open again for business. Miss...
No, I'm telling everybody the truth.
This is real, right? The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons. Forget it. Matters like these are beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift from Miss Tingyun. It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant. I can't believe that she'll never taste it again. Please, you'll have to eat her share too.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Mr. the...
Ah, that's a crazy ass system. I don't like that. Yes, we're together. That does make sense.
What brings you here? bow. Did Ting Yun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising to Helm Master, my military career hadn't prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me. Ting Yun, on the other hand, was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up
people
advice.
who,
Even if
like
she was
her,
my
that's very
subordinate.
knowledgeable and can match people with what they
She never
need.
fought alongside me on the battlefield.
That's really lovely.
But in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait! Wait for me!
Oh, did you find a gift to give her back?
Miss Ting Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow Amakassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yanming, what is it that...
I've brought a paper kite. I know it may seem simple compared to the precious items that Ting Yun gifted others in the past, but it has a deeper meaning. I heard that Foxians have a tradition where paper kites are used to comfort the souls of pilots who can no longer take to the skies. Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest sense of the word, but we spent much of our lives out among the stars. For her to be able to take wing once again would make her very happy.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff?
Love it.
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this. This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you.
Thank you for everything you've done for the Skyfaring Commission and the Law Fu. This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity. The Skyfaring Commission shall never forget you, Ting Yun. I will seek out the truth, and if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
Damn.
Just thinking about work gives...
Such a... Okay.
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are 2 things I wish to gift the Express.
What, 2 gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the
I
better
mean,
of him?
he was very
to make up for all our hard work along the way.
slightly manipulative, but like for...
Please. Let us reconvene
for
at the
like
seat
good
of
reason.
divine foresight.
Why do everybody want me to go everywhere?
Just thinking about work gives me a full-body migraine.
What is your purpose for entering?
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a Jade Abacus, a symbol of our allied friendship.
Nice.
Back when the Alliance was first established, all those thousands of years ago, the Xianzhou ships swore an oath, etching the record into a Jade Abacus. The world may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this Jade Abacus. It is a record of the Luofu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the Jade Abacus here, in my hand.
That's very cool.
No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Luofu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I trust that such an important article will not be used for trivial or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
Yup, got it. Say no more. Sure thing.
Thank you for your generosity, General.
Dan Heng.
General.
In accordance with the Edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am
Oh,
hereby
yay.
authorized to relieve your banishment decree. From this day henceforth, you may come and go freely on the Luofu.
Nice!
But I must remind you that the crimes of Don Feng have had far-reaching implications. And some people, such as those in Scale Gorge Waterscape, will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This issuing of gifts brings with it a sense of relief. Even my wound is feeling much improved. The occasion calls for a line or two of poetry. Though I feel my efforts would be overshadowed by the erudition of Lady Fu. Another time, perhaps. The Express and its passengers have a long voyage ahead of them. May that voyage be smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
I know we haven't got the chance to get acquainted, but I've heard a lot of good things about the crew from the General. I have to say, I'm very impressed. So soon? I wanted to help the General, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson. Also,
It happens,
I
man.
have a rather abrupt request. After fighting Dan Heng, I feel like my skill... Deal. Safe travels.
Himiko messaged me. The Express detected the Jade Gate's reopening. She asked whether we'd be heading back anytime soon. She was also asking after you, Dan Heng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himiko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou? Oh yeah, there are some...
Fine. Dan Heng and I will go back to the Express. The two of you come back soon, okay?
Don't worry, Mr. Yang.
Actually, don't think I have anybody to really say goodbye to.
There's
Pretty much talk to
a
everybody.
dreamlike quality to watching these star skiffs depart through the Jade Gate. How long will these ships sail? And which stars are they traveling to?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own. Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welcome
Oh,
stay
yeah.
on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Penacony. Do you remember? Before Kafka's proposal, that was our original destination.
All right.
The Express's records show that Penacony was a prison planet used by the... However, following a Stellaron burst, the planet fell into the arms of Xipe. They say it's been transformed into a prosperous and ethereal realm. The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about the state of the planet, so I accepted. When the conductor is ready, we can set off for the next stop.
Oh, hey, it's what's his face?
All who enter here are either jailers or prisoners. Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Xianzhou, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Genuine. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Xianzhou to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time...
Oh, it's her.
We will put the abundance in their grave.
Alright, that is the end of this arc, so I am happy to end that here, pretty much. Thanks for stopping by. We are pretty much caught up with all this.